Why love superficially when we can go from hello to epitome, manifesting destinies and Yellow Virgo. How are you? Welcome to your August mid-month reading. It's general. I set the intention that whatever is most important to you guys right now, that be what comes up in the reading. So you never know. It could be love. It could be anything. So we shall see. Whoo, goodness. Are you doing all right, Virgo? Kind of felt a little heaviness there going on. Like a heavy sighing type of thing. What's going on in y'all lives? It's kind of what it feels like. I'm going to shuffle a couple of more times and we're going to hop into this. I'm going to do a general spread, and then after that I'm going to pick a spiritual guidance card for you guys, because those are awesome and whatnot, or whatever. So I hope you guys' August so far has been fine. Mercury goes direct today. After that it's retro shade. But that's all good. That's what's hot in the streets. Okay. Central energy. Challenge. Past influence. What is before you, what's above you, and what is below you. Wonderful Virgo person. Central energy is the death card. Oh, good Lord, I dropped it. That's challenged by the Ace of Cups. Very interesting. Past influence is the Ten of Wands. Let burdens go and things. Below energy is the Queen of Cups. Your above energy is the Four of Swords. Very interesting. Going forward, oh goodness, you guys have the Three of Swords. Okay, so here's the deal, Virgo. And this reading is going to be short, so, you know. So what it's looking like for me, guys, your central energy being the Death card, there's a transformation that is trying to manifest in your life right now. And everything to me seems very linear. It's like past tense. I don't necessarily feel that you may have physically let them go, but I feel like you've come to a place of understanding that the way that you've been going about things has to change, right? So it's more or less like, I feel it's like a control kind of thing. So it's almost like, if you think about it like a juggler type of person, and you know how they have all of these things going at once, it's like, I feel with you guys, it's like you've elected to show up in life that particular way, right? So whether it's like maintaining your image, or, you know, your relationship, your kids, your house, or, you know, trying to get promoted, or, you know, doing personal work, just like every facet of life, it's like you've taken all of these things on, and it's literally like vamped you in a sense. Like it's depleted you of energy. It's depleted you of happiness. So it's kind of like in a sense where everything looks as it's supposed to, but it's like you're literally struggling. You know what I'm saying? Behind it all. So everything is working successfully. And I mean, for some of you, because I feel like for some of you, it's still like a continuation, like you're still doing a good job of keeping everything going, but it's like behind it, it's like you're suffering in silence, in a sense. For others, I feel like something may have happened to where everything kind of fell apart. So it's like you were trying to keep all of these parts going, then something happened, and it's like everything fell, and you were forced to face what it is that, like I said, with the other person, what they're feeling behind, you know, like the facade or what have you. It's like you were forced to face head on that, because it's almost like when everything fell, you really weren't disappointed. It was more like a relief, because you knew that you weren't happy anyway, but now you have to face the fact that you're not really happy head on, right? So that's not a bad thing, because I kind of look at this as like a smaller energetic version of like the tower, so to speak, because spirit really wants you to die to this old way of being. It's like releasing that that approach to life, because it's not really serving you. It's like, if anything, you feel extremely overburdened, right? And the challenge is to accept this new emotional offer and or opportunity, whether that be through a person or, you know, just literally nurturing your own emotions, right? So it could be, for some of you, I feel like some of you may notice, or why you're showing up like this is maybe you watched your mom do that. You know, maybe that was your mom's approach to life, or some positive, well, I won't necessarily say positive, not saying it's not supposed to be, but, you know, just a female figure in your life. It's just kind of how you watched them go about life that way and just assume that that was the right way to be, or that was like the standard or how you were supposed to show up in life. For others of you, it's taking time to really focus on yourself and finding out what it is that you really want. So as opposed to, you know, cultivating this life and maintaining all this stuff and overburdening yourself for something that doesn't even make you happy anyway, it's taking the time out to figure out what it is that will make you happy, right? And the biggest challenge of all of this is stepping into alignment with that, right? Now, with the Four of Swords, what you're thinking about is you needing like a respite from all of this. So all of this going on, this needs to be healed with a little bit of this. You need to kind of be away from everyone. You need to figure some things out. You need to figure out what you want, you know? So stepping into this energy, it's figuring out, like, who am I? What do I want? Like, what do I really want to do? I never really thought about this. You know, for some of you, you may have never even considered what it is that you really want. But I feel like you guys are seriously considering, like, stepping into this energy. Like, right now, I feel like it's a thought about kind of taking a step back, but I feel like more like in the immediate future, you guys actually stepping into this energy and making some shifts. Now, with the Three of Swords being our outcome card, what I'm seeing with that is your heart begins to heal in the fact that you're deciding to die to this and to let this go. So it's like you guys kind of taking this respite, taking this break, kind of detoxing from everyone and figuring out what your truth is, and like nurturing yourself and figuring out what's important to you and deciding to not continue the way that you have. It's like literally removing that pain. Like, so this to me is your way of healing yourself, right? So you're going forward into what it is that that Spirit has for you. You guys have the Seven of Wands at the bottom of your deck. I think Libra had that. Stand your ground. So it's like fighting for what you believe in. So to me, I take that as like you making the decision to not be that person. Because I don't know, it's like I just kind of feel like with you doing that, I feel like people take advantage of that. Like, I think that's another reason why it's so painful, is because it's almost like people look at you, and I mean, that's whether it's in home life or it's in work life. It's like, you know, such and such is going to take care of it. And not even to the point of them even consciously thinking that. It's like a subconscious understanding of you showing up like that so much. And then I know sometimes, you know, Virgos have a tendency to be perfectionists. So it's almost like the scenario that I'm seeing is like, if you work at a job and you work with a group and you guys do like presentations and stuff like that, right? Like, everyone is not going to come with their A game because they know that you're going to come with your A game. So they're kind of going to half-ass their portion of the presentation and not put too much effort into it and give it to you because they know that you're going to edit it, you're going to spell check it, you're going to make sure everything is on point. And it's almost like you showing up like that so much, it's become like an expectation. You know what I mean? But what I see right now is you guys coming out of agreement with that and coming more into alignment with what is more genuine to you. But I feel like a great deal of you don't even really know what that is, and that's totally okay. That's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. The beautiful thing is the fact that you're aware of it and that you're making the steps in the right direction, you know? So I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Virgo, for any additional guidance that Spirit has for you as we round about with August and go into September. The next thing we know, it's going to be freaking Halloween in this piece, and that's my favorite holiday in America. Halloween is the bomb. One card for Virgo. One card only. Okay, Virgo, we have stay connected. We are all born connected to spirit, often known as a divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to source. All right now, what I said. What did I say, dag nabbit? Going within, taking a step back, man. And it's reconnecting with the authentic self. You are an aspect of spirit. You know what I'm saying? You got to get back in alignment with what you're about. Because I feel like in so many ways you guys have been living, not necessarily living for other people, but it's like you've been living by other people's rules for too long. And now it's time to get reacquainted with the true you and your true mission, your true desires, and to, you know, kind of come out of the programming, you know, so you can create your very own program. Well, Virgo, that has been your August mid-month reading, and I will see you in September. Deuces. Why live superficially